Greetings, y'all. I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to say hi and kind of catch you up on what's been going on because although I've been fighting the forces of technical glitches and new systems and difficulty with new procedures and distancing and getting everything rolling, I want you guys to know where we're at and know that we are happening. I've been saying that for a while, but it's true. I promise. You should know that I am teaching elective courses which are called band that are not band. That's really, really important because I will be in every class or at least be teaching lessons to every class at some point on 2-week rotations. So you might see band in the schedule. That is not band. Actual band will not show up on your schedule. It is something we have communicated about externally away from scheduling and all that. It is a part of Canvas though. Speaking of which, I got up today and was posting some band things this morning and realized that something happened and the prior band pages to which you had subscribed on Canvas were all messed up. I got some good people helping me out trying to figure out what happened. But in the meantime, I've decided I'm going off the grid with this so far as it's not connected to any of our normal scheduling systems or such, so I have more control over that and we can avoid further issues and confusion. So your students should have gotten to their official school email an invitation to the new Canvas pages, which look exactly like the old ones, except that they are entirely mine and less subject to the will of anybody else, which is great. So, let's see. Smart Music is processing very slowly. I am on the phone constantly with the peoples. They're good people, but everybody's on Smart Music right now, and it's really bogged down any sort of service and processing. They got our money, and it is taking time to fully apply the subscriptions. A lot of you have signed up. That's the great first step. We'll cover that in a second. There's also a McDowell County Schools band site. It's a county site for East, West, and the high school. If you go on there, you'll notice in the discussions, Miss Lanier and her son Ian have posted a fun video, some music. I posted some music. If you guys want me to explore any other tunes, I did Zelda for this one on clarinet. If you guys have any requests, I'll try them. Put them up there. As long as it gets you on the county site, I'll entertain you guys. But that's a site to really bring together the band community. If you are an older player, upload some stuff to that discussion. Show the younger players what you do. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's some wrong notes in my Zelda stuff. But there's a lot of resources we're putting on there. Miss Lanier has been great to curate most of that up at the high school. So check that out. That went to an invitation to your student's email or to your student email. So I'd like to look at the website real quick at the Canvas so you guys know what we're working with. So let's switch to this view. Get that out the way. And what we have here, now we have 3 courses that look like this. They are bold. 6th grade band, 7th grade band, and 8th grade band. And again, these are more under my control and less subject to anybody else as we're all kind of figuring out the system. If you're a 6th grader, you have a couple extra things in the 7th and 8th grade. We have an instrument guide, which is pretty cool. We'll see if the Google Doc link works. If you have Google Docs and all those sorts of things, you can check it out directly. So for our new peoples, it shows you pictures of the instruments. It kind of gives you a quick summary of the instrument, its characteristics, and has some titles for YouTube videos. And it had a problem loading more pages. Of course it did. But check it out. I have another form because I knew that there would be technical issues. This is the page without the pictures. This is just a Canvas page, but it has all the information all the way through all the instruments. If you're interested in percussion, we will audition for that later this year. Traditionally, we do it after the holiday concert, December or January. We usually have about 6 slots open, and we audition to move people to those. So, let's go back to where we were. Okay. If you can get to the Canvas site, then you've already completed the enrollment form. That was done mainly through email. We made a phone call a while back about it. So make sure you've done the enrollment form. It makes it easier on me if you do it from your student email, but it's not a big deal. I can figure it out otherwise. Accept your invitation to the Canvas class, Again, if you're on Canvas, you've already done it. Complete the instrument equipment need form. This is really important that everybody does. Even if you have what you need, you have your own instrument, you don't need anything. It's really important that I know what you need, what you have. And again, if you have a school instrument still, I have a contract out for you. That sounds really menacing. I have a contract for your instrument, and we have a full inventory. We know where they all are, and I am watching for a few 8th graders. I'm going to have to go track them down at some point. Graduated 8th graders. So be sure to fill this out. And all these categories down here are super important. If you are just completely confused, like Mr. Ballard, that's too much stuff, just click, help me, Mr. Ballard. Life is very confusing right now, and I just like an email. I'd be happy to do that. Again, I plan to play the whatever. If you already play something, then just say what you already play, and that means I can arrange things for you. Your Smart Music invitation. So you send me you fill out the enrollment form. I plug your email and any other information into my database for further information, and I sign you up for the correct Canvas class. You accept that invitation, you fill out the instrument equipment needs form, and I've also, when I take your information into the database for the band, I then send you, through Smart Music, an invitation to set that account up. You might not be able to do much yet, but it's important that you're able to access it. Because if we end up needing more subscriptions, we have to purchase those additionally, but we're good for now. And again, that's sent to your student email because that's how it's registered, is through your email. Number 5, accept your invitation to the MCS Bands Canvas page. Just like Smart Music Invitation, I'll pop your name into the McDowell County Schools Bands Canvas page so that you can be a part of that community. If you have not received an invitation, but you have sent me your information in the enrollment form, then send me a quick email and I can do that on the fly. So make sure these things are done in order, and you should be in great shape. Because some people still aren't signed up for the Canvas class, I will be sending this around to all the emails I have, parents and students, so that you can see this and catch up. 6th grade, music and arts is a great way to get a hold of a rental instrument. There are lots of other options, lots of great shops. I'm not endorsing anybody in particular. Music and arts has been very forward with sending us information. A couple other shops sent us some information on the old website right before they wiped out my old website. Not that I'm sour. We're good. But I don't have that information stored because we just put it on the website when everything switched over, so that's gone. But if you find a reputable looking business, they have a store, they seem great. The prices are, $25 to $35 a month to rent an instrument with insurance. Odds are they're pretty likely. If something seems sketchy, please email me first. Likewise, if you're looking at purchasing an instrument, email me first. Always email me first before you make big financial decisions that you're not sure of. If it seems great and legit, go for it. If you're buying something online and you'd like me to look at the pictures, a lot of times I have a lot of indicators as to the condition of an instrument just by looking at things in pictures. At this point, I've gotten pretty good at that. Please include me in that process. I would love to help you get a quality instrument for a reasonable price. That said, Smart Music. Until we get that up and running, we have bought you all subscriptions, but it's not all lined up. Sign on, get that set up. If you can get to the method books, great. If you can't, I would recommend purchasing a method book. It is Tradition of Excellence. If you're a 6th grader, that's book 1. It's the red book for whatever instrument you've chosen. If you're a saxophone, make sure you distinguish between B-flat tenor sax and E-flat alto sax. Clarinets, it should be a B-flat clarinet. French horns, it's just French horn. Aside from that, tuba, baritone, trombone, they should all be pretty straightforward. But we'll be working out of those with the 7th and 8th grades as well. So if you're a 7th grader, if you cannot access the method book yet, I would go online, check it out, or buy one from a music store. It's Tradition of Excellence Book 2, which is blue, I believe. We haven't used those in a very long time. But we need to have a method in your hands. If you're an 8th grader, Tradition of Excellence Book 3 for your instrument. So if you have questions about that, email me. I'll try and include that on the website now that we've got our new working band pages. And 7th and 8th graders, your first assignments. I'm going to be sending out PDF documents on your Canvas pages about warm-ups, about exercises, and about Pep tunes. If you're an 8th grader, you've gone through pep tunes. Now it's time to make them sound better than last year. If you are a 7th grader, a lot of this music is really tricky and it's going to push your range. Some of the earlier songs are designed for 7th graders to really get in. It's a challenge, but it's not impossible. A lot of the stuff on the second page you're going to see is out of your range, especially like trumpets. A lot of that's going to be pretty tricky. There's a few songs, French horn range, that go pretty high. But again, all this is going to be included very neatly, hopefully, on your Canvas pages. So I shouldn't be talking this much. I just want you to know it's there. So check back in on the Canvas page. I would sign up for notifications so that when I'm posting things, you guys can see it. But Smart Music, making the phone calls, that'll be up and running soon. I would go ahead and get a method book if you can't access it through your Smart Music account yet. And we'll get rolling. Well, that's enough for today. Good luck. I'll be with you in spirit, and we'll get it done. I'll hopefully be back in the school building maybe as early as Friday, definitely by next week sometime. So everything's fine, but I went home for a few days. So I'll talk to you all soon. Check your Canvas pages, make some music.